In this episode, we will be installing the super gutter inside of the Lanai, prepping the concrete, applying the Knockdown Finish, and painting it with an acrylic epoxy coating. If you have any comments or questions, you can always leave a comment in the comments section, and please consider supporting my channel by subscribing. For some reason, many homes in South Florida are not built with gutters on the back of the house. Prior to building the Lanai, Steve is putting up what's called a super gutter. It's a 6x6 heavy aluminum main gutter to catch the rainwater and divert it away from the patio. Once the Lanai is finished, the gutters and downspouts will be routed into gravel-filled trenches underground to minimize the amount of surface runoff. As Steve continues to work on the gutters, John, or Cowboy as his friends call him, is grinding down any surface imperfections or high spots on the concrete. He's very meticulous to make sure everything is perfect. Here's a closer look at the super gutter once it's installed. This gutter is all one piece and is over 40 feet long. Steve takes great pride and care in his craftsmanship, making sure all the measurements are perfect, making sure that all the miters are cut to the correct angle, and then after it's all installed, caulking everything so that there are no leaks. Here you see Cowboy using a diamond-tipped grinding wheel to smooth out any imperfections in the concrete. He's also smoothing out the edges where the old and the new concrete meet. Once he's done, the seam will be invisible. A solution of muriatic acid is sprayed on top of the concrete and allowed to remain for a few minutes. This will prepare the concrete for any coating that we're going to put on top of it. Finally, everything is power washed, so it's perfectly clean. Steve is filling in all of the holes that were left over from the storm shutters. Later, all these will be ground down as well. This product is the same concrete material that's going to be sprayed out of the knockdown gun in just a few minutes. You'll see he's wearing socks. Once all the concrete is clean, you can't walk on it anymore with shoes. Once it sets up, all of the holes are scraped off level, and any surface cracks are also filled in at this time. Now Cowboy gets to work putting a skim coat of the knockdown material on the entire patio. It's a lot of extra work, but makes for a perfect job once the knockdown finish is sprayed. Sometimes my neighbor comes by to check on the progress. This is what the first coat looks like. As you can see, it's starting to look like one continuous piece of concrete. All of the joints are covered with a masking tape with fiberglass filaments in it called turkey tape. Cowboy's still at work covering the entire slab with that first coat. Once he's done, it will be scraped and any rough spots ground down and any bugs removed. It's really helpful to have about 4 people on this job. Someone needs to mix up the concrete, someone needs to bring it to the person putting it down on the ground, and someone needs to spread it before it dries. Once the concrete sets up, we go over the entire deck with a scraper to knock down any high spots. Cowboy is meticulous in his work, and any of the high spots that can't be reached with a scraper are done by hand. All of the control joints are being covered with turkey tape prior to the knockdown finish being sprayed. Once everything is completed, the control joints will be caulked with a flexible material that's similar to what they use around swimming pools. As you can see, everything is perfect. Michael is starting to hook up the hopper gun that's going to be used to spray the knockdown finish. It runs off of an air compressor and sprays the knockdown cement material onto the deck. We're getting ready to spray the knockdown finish now, and you'll notice that he's wearing spikes. The spikes keep him from messing up what he has already sprayed, and he's actually able to walk over top of the wet concrete. The blue hopper that he's holding actually weighs about 50 pounds when it's full of the wet knockdown concrete. There's somebody that always needs to keep mixing it, someone that needs to keep refilling the hopper, and of course the person that's spraying it. You can get a look at what the finish looks like, and after it sets up for just a few minutes, a trowel is used to knock it down, hence the term knockdown. Here is a close-up of the texture. It seems to be very popular in Florida, and they use it on walls and floors and ceilings. Once you start, you can't really stop, so they actually worked into the night. After drying overnight, it's time to apply the acrylic finish the next morning. Steve's cutting it in, while Cowboy is rolling the floor. It was really windy this day, so we had to keep fans and blowers on the deck the entire time to keep leaves from blowing into the paint. It was kind of frustrating, and I felt like we were continuously picking up little pieces of debris, but it all got done. After everything was rolled out and let it dry, we did a second coat. It really comes to life with the second coat put down. The seam between the old and the new concrete is no longer even perceptible. And as I said before, once everything is done, the control joints are going to be filled in with a silicone type sealant. All in all, I think they did a beautiful job on the concrete and the texturing. In the next video, we're going to be putting up the new Lanai.